It's time for my 2022 seed haul. I have 4 companies I want to show you today. One of them is new to me, the other 3 I have purchased from before. Seed Savers Exchange is the company that's new to me. They had the best deal on the Dragon Tongue bush beans of the companies I was looking at. These beans were fabulous last year. They were the best bush beans that I grew. I'm trying a heirloom hot pepper called the Malls Red Hot, and I'm going to use this kind of like a cayenne where I'm going to dry it for some red pepper flakes. Another pepper, the orange bell pepper, very plain name, but they're promising that this is the best tasting orange bell pepper that Seed Savers has ever grown. So that was enough for me to say, okay, I'll give it a try. And finally, I got a cherry tomato variety that I have been eyeing for a while now, Isis Candy Cherry Tomato. It is going to bring some pink and some orange and some red into my other cherry tomato favorite, which is a Sun Gold. The two together, I think, will be really pretty in a bowl and very sweet. The next company I'm going to show you my seeds from would be In My Gardener. Hopefully you know about In My Gardener since you're watching this on YouTube. I got a shade-friendly green called the Red Vein Sorrel. This is supposed to be lemony and perennial and easy to grow. I think that this might be a winner because I have a lot of shade. This is the not sunflower, straw flower. I dried some straw flowers from In My Gardener last year. They're pink, and it inspired me to do more drying of flowers. So I have white ones now. For zinnias, I fell in love with them last year. Had to get some green ones. These are the Envy zinnias. In My Gardener has been talking about this cantaloupe for a long time. This is the Minnesota midget cantaloupe. It's small. I'm looking for really small melons this year. I don't get much sunlight in my garden, so I need to be careful about the varieties I pick, and I wanted to do small melons and give those a try. I have some more watermelon radish seeds. These are something that I'm running low on. I've been growing or trying to grow these for the last couple years. I had some good success in 2020. I think that my failure last year was really just my fault, but it was an excuse to get more seeds. And then another pepper variety, if you haven't noticed, peppers just grow really well for me, so I buy a lot of them in this haul. There might even still be 1 or 2 more coming up. This is the Purple Beauty bell pepper. All 4 of these companies I purchased from sold this variety. I feel pretty confident that this is going to work out in the garden. I have to clear my throat because I have a couple more companies coming in my seed haul here. And these are the bigger purchases. First, I went with Botanical Interests. Their packets are beautiful. Their seeds are great. I've purchased from them for 3 years now. These are the Thumbelina zinnias. They, I think, max out at around 16 inches high, and I need short flowers so they don't block what little light my garden gets. These are actually heirlooms, so I'm going to be saving these seeds because I think they're double bloomed according to this picture, and I really think that saving flower seeds is worth it. I don't want to be buying this many seeds every year. I have some beautiful, cool summer violas. I'm actually growing some Johnny Jump Ups, which I believe are the exact same type of plant out in the garden right now. I started those from seed. They were really easy, low maintenance things, and the flowers are so dainty. I keep telling myself I might actually put them on some sort of sweets or dessert as decorations. Oh, we're in a flower streak here. Here's another one. Elves Blend Dwarf Sunflowers. I have loved having dwarf sunflowers the last couple years, and I'm running low on seeds. So a blend is fun because you don't know what color it's going to be until that blossom starts developing. Some white Kilimanjaro marigolds. These are African Yeah, African variety of marigolds, I expect it to be a very tall plant, and they do so well in my garden. I have some orange and yellow ones. I needed some white. I added some true Greek oregano. I have all the herbs covered, as in I have most of the herbs that I need, but my oregano is just really bland. So I found this, and the description says this is the superior true culinary type of oregano. And that's what I'm looking for. I hope this is a lot more flavor than the standard oregano I have out in the garden. For some reason, these robin beets also caught my eye. They're supposed to be like baby beets, and I think that's what attracted me. I think I was imagining that if they're smaller, they were more likely to be successful because I just have not had good luck with beets. I would love to grow beets. Don't know why. I just am obsessed with it and have been very unsuccessful. This is the repurchase of the Sun Gold cherry tomatoes. I bought this exact pack from Botanical Interest last year. 100% germination rate of what I grew. Super great. I shared the rest of the seeds that I had, so I had to get more because I cannot skip this cherry tomato. It was healthy from the time I planted it in February until like October. And then it finally succumbed to some diseases, but it was still setting fruit all the way until we got frost in mid-November. What a workhorse. And super sweet. Now, I have a lot of kale. I'm growing a lot of kale outside. This is the Dazzling Blue variety. I saw it in a couple magazines, well, seed catalogs this year. It seems to be a newer variety, beautiful looking from all the pictures I've seen. And it's nice because it has the flat leaves that are easier to clean. The last couple packs of seeds I got from Botanical Interest are both different kinds of bush beans. I have the Roma 2 and then the Jade. I'm hoping that I can plant enough beans to freeze some beans. I don't have a pressure canner, so I won't be canning them, but maybe pickling them. I love pickles. I have got a ton of dill in from the garden this winter. So I'm hoping I can really cook a lot of these. And the big barrier I have is something eats the bean seeds in the ground. I think it's an insect, probably roly-polies, those little monsters. Something's eating them. So I needed a lot of seeds to give myself a chance of getting some plants going. Finally, I'm going to show you my Baker Creek order for this year. It has a few, as you'd expect, random things because they have all the specialty items. Oh, I threw the packet. The rat's-tailed radish. It's a terrible name. They should have named it something, I don't know. It's realistic. It's a realistic name, but it's not attractive. The reason I got these is because the seed pods are what you are going to be growing it for, not the root. And my cat's here to say hello. So the rat's-tailed radish is got pods of like 5 inches long, which it sounds like a lot of volume of production. I have some orchid cream nasturtiums. These are beautiful. I've eyed them in the catalog for a couple years now. Finally bought some, and I really hope I can save seeds from these. I only saw a couple seeds on my nasturtiums last year, so I saved what I got, but I needed to buy more nasturtiums because I didn't get to save enough seeds. Another flower that I'm going to dry is called this Gomphrena, the Strawberry Fields variety. Looks like a bright pink-ish red to me, and they hold their color really well when they're dried. This will go super great with my straw flowers. And then I have some short stuff sunflowers. And with the blossom being this broad, I just had to get it and see this in person. It looks like the plant gets a couple feet tall at least, but that bloom is just so huge, and I really hope that I can get a successful one. And if I give it enough sun, it will. But sun is a precious thing in my garden, and there's not much of it. I have some scarlet kale, bright red, purple colored. I think with having more color in my kale, it will make my kale salads less monotone, obviously, and so I really wanted to just throw this in the mix. I'm excited about these Lesia peppers. They are supposed to be one of the sweetest peppers you can buy, and they're not a bell shape. They're almost like a scorpion pepper or a ghost pepper shape, you know, one of those super hots, except it's ultra sweet. And then I have a candy roaster North Georgia squash. It is going to be an interesting thing. I live in Georgia. I've been looking at this packet for a couple years now, and I finally just had to get it because it says candy in it. You know, it's from Georgia. It's worth a shot. These Blacktail Mountain watermelon is another variety I've been excited to try. It's a smaller melon. That's the theme of the year. Smaller melons, not trying to do the big ones. And overall, I think it might be successful. We're gonna try. And the final thing I want to share is the heavy hitter okra. I need an okra that is going to produce like crazy, but only require having a few plants. And this looks like it might do the trick. I have had great success with okra in the past, but I really would need to plant like double the plants of what I want to give the space to. I really hope I can pickle these, freeze these, fry these, all the things. Thank you for watching my seed haul. I hope you enjoyed it and got some inspiration. I know I really love to watch seed hauls, and so I wanted to contribute to the collection of seed hauls on YouTube, since I know I'm always scrolling through that search and looking for new ones. If you like this video, give it a like and please consider subscribing.